What up? How's it going? Hey, man, that was one of my favorite episodes of the series so far. We got to see interplay between Little America and Gilead, and specific to the characters that the show was based on. And it was like, damn, they're where are they gonna take it next? But what happened with the letters was interesting because, okay, they could kind of hide what's going on. Gilead can, with the whole, they're not really using modern technology. But when the letters come out, okay, that's a game changer. So now there's nothing they're going to do. Usually what happens is the people within that society are going to catch the brunt of it, right? Then we got Serena. It only took her getting her ass whipped for her to realize, hey, I live in a horseshit society that I helped to prop up. Let's see what happens with her. Let's start this episode. Is that Emily?
You treat it like a job, an unpleasant job, to be gotten through as fast as possible. Kissing is forbidden. This makes it bearable. You steel yourself. You pretend not to be present, not in the flesh.
Roy?
Roy! Got him. He's out of here.
Get help!
Get help.
Chances are better if I lay on my back afterwards.
Oh, God damn, right in the nuts.
She's going to a new posting soon. Maybe it won't be as bad this time.
Moira made it to Canada. She made it. She got out. Do you hear that, Emily? You cannot give up. You're gonna see your son again.
Who said Emily was giving up? She's just trying to kill these motherfuckers.
I'm not his mother anymore.
Of course you are. You are his mother and you love him.
You think he feels that?
Yes. What the fuck is wrong with you? At least your son is in Canada. He's free.
My thing is, how the fuck she gonna ask what's wrong with her? It's like you had just recently given up on everything yourself. Oh, get away.
Before I formed thee in the belly, I knew thee.
Oh, there we go. Immediately be weird. Immediately. Can we stop worrying about your spook mystery guy right now and worry about the baby?
We did it offer it.
We?
This is the will of God, and we shall rejoice and be glad in it.
Oh, no. She used the old rejoice and be glad in it.
No one knows the things of God.
Stop trying to convince yourself. She's being overly into this horse shit to try to convince herself now. Like, the Bible verse. They was like, hey, also, make it as uncomfortable as possible for them.
Oh, blessed and glorious day.
Thank you. I will take it.
Everybody and the excitement that they're having for this coming child, right? They live in a world like this, all right? I just got done watching the movie Children of Men. And part of this whole thing they got going on is it plays into that. Right, so the Marthas hate this, and they hate their life. You see how Rita is normally, but look, they're all excited. A new child's on the way. Like when everybody's almost at their wits' end, a child's on the way. Right, like everybody could get behind a child being on the way because they live in a world that's where that happens so infrequently now.
Congratulations are also in order for Commander Horace, newly promoted upon his wife's pregnancy.
I ain't gonna say what this dude is. You already know how I feel about him.
No handmade for you then.
No. May the Lord bless all future commanders as he has blessed us.
He's like, I wouldn't know about that.
You so deserve this. Thank you.
We don't have to see this whole program again. We don't. It was weird the first time. Oh, she's not ready to.
False labor fools the best of us. You might consider timing the contractions next time.
I thought the worst. I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Waterford.
Maybe if y'all had some sort of technology, a stopwatch even, maybe y'all be able to, you know.
Your baby isn't coming anytime soon.
There were contractions.
Braxton Hicks.
She should be induced today.
Given the severe bleeding earlier in the pregnancy, we're already looking at a high-risk birth. Measuring over 9 pounds and the handmaid is petite, I might consider inducing in a week or two.
Encourage the baby to come out the natural way. Vigorous walks, mango salad. I know of a spicy tea that works wonders.
Serena, you look
We are
foolish.
all impatient. I can promise you that this pregnancy will end soon.
Sit there
and
looking
Offred will
dumb.
be off to her next posting.
In a new district. Change of scene.
You're right, Mrs. Waterford. It's been lovely. I think it's probably best if we don't ever see each other again. I need your help.
What is it?
I've already lost a child. I'm about to lose another one. It would help if I could be moved to my daughter's district. If it is at all within your power to do that.
Who are you to tell me what's within my power?
She asked if it's within your power to do that, you dumb bitch.
She would never even see me. I can promise you that.
I've been too lenient with you, too indulgent. I've spoiled you. Get out.
How'd she think this was gonna go? I keep thinking like she has some deeper plan. Nah.
Get out!
You thought he was some caring kind because y'all played Scrabble a couple times? Fuck. I understand desperation, but desperation, like, this was stupid.
I shouldn't have expected you to understand. You have no idea what it is like to have a child
At all.
of your own.
You don't know nothing about
flesh.
that. Is she gonna throw Nick in the situation?
And you never will.
The doctor refuses to induce.
There's nothing we can do but wait for the baby to come.
Do you really think so?
I suppose there are ways. Baby might come out sooner.
I think the best way is the most natural way.
What are you talking about?
Please come and sit.
What weirdo shit they about to do?
We need to help the baby come out naturally.
Is he about to try to rape her?
Please. The natural way is the best way.
It could hurt the baby.
Stop it.
It doesn't have to be this.
Alfred, you need to stop.
You don't.
Stop.
Don't, please. No. No, stop. Serena, no, please. No, don't.
I've been wanting to say this a while. These are weird white folks. I can't even make eye contact with the fucking screen.
No, stop. Stop.
It was crazy enough, and they
Stop
took it to another
Please
level.
Stop. Please, stop. Stop.
When do these people get killed? They get killed? I don't even care if y'all ruin it for me. Let me know if they die. This is ridiculous, man. And she's sitting there looking like, oh, this was traumatizing for me. Bitch, fuck out of here. This bitch Serena is full of shit, man. I'm sorry, man. She really got the nerve to have that fucking look on her face like this was traumatizing. Cunt, if you don't get the fuck out of here. And this motherfucker, we already know he's an evil bitch. He beat that woman the last episode because she helped him out. They tried to hide behind that the natural way. He wanted to punish her. He had no way to punish her, right? Because she's pregnant. And Serena also felt the way about looking like a fucking idiot. So they did that. They could try to make it seem we're trying to bring the baby along. Fuck out of here. Imagine when I be watching stuff about the civil rights movement and slavery. I don't talk to white people for months. That's why I don't be watching shit like this, man, because I'm tight right now, yo. I want them dead, and it better be sad. It better not be no, like, it happens off screen. Fuck out of here, man. They did that because they both had a problem with her, and they had no way to do anything to her because she's pregnant. And they to act like, oh yeah, we're just trying to bring her about the natural way. That's bullshit. And for Serena to sit there and look like she traumatized, bitch, you not traumatized. You could have left, whore. I'm sorry. She getting all sorts of motherfucking names. I don't give a fuck about either of y'all. No disrespect. I mean, Eden, poor girl, but this dude, I want him to die too, man. Don't think I didn't notice. Because I'm sure people had brought that up also. How come we very rarely see any black people in the hierarchy of Gilead, right? Like, we see them as workers and everything. You see them, I see like one commander, I think, and I couldn't tell what he was. He could have been like, you know, Asian of some sort. But they threw one in there, and he the virile one. Like he like, hey, I don't got that problem. Fuck out of here. I'm gonna listen. Nick's not even gonna have a problem with it. He's gonna be like, good. Now this bitch should leave me alone. Yeah, that's exactly what he thought. Yeah, see, he like, but he could also hold it over that dude's head if he ever needs him to do something.
Stop. Mercy.
Oh, okay, now
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, there we go.
If we confess our sins, he is faithful and righteous to forgive us and to cleanse us of all unrighteousness. Don't you care? Why don't you care? You don't look at me. You don't touch me unless you have to. You've never kissed me. I've never been kissed until tonight. I'm your wife.
I mean,
You just caught me cheating on you. You should care.
get your hand off that damn glass. I'm like smudges on my glasses before I drink.
You like her.
Like her? He skeeted it.
Why do you like her?
Eden, I would never get involved with a handmaid. It would be suicide.
So you just don't love me?
Look, I'm sorry.
Stop doing a close-up of the little girl crying. Like, I said this last episode, I think, where I'm like, imagine how it is just for a teenage girl just going through life, period. You know, relationships and shit. And then you add this, like, you know, you're going to hell if this man don't love you. It's like, God damn.
I've planned a surprise for you.
He's going to use the
I
daughter
think you'll like it.
as some sort of, like, I don't know how much longer I can watch this fucking show. I need people to die. Yeah, what I kind of
Remember,
figured.
we talked about who you were gonna see today.
They brainwashed them fucking kids.
Hannah. Agnes. Her name is Agnes now.
Why they giving these kids these ugly ass names, man? Agnes.
Do you remember me?
Did it hurt?
Did what hurt, baby?
When they hit you on the head.
I was okay.
Did you try to find me?
I did.
Why didn't you try harder? It's okay. I have new parents now.
Come here, baby. Come sit with me.
No, this is more of a punishment than it is like some sort of present. And as I said, whoever them parents is don't know how to do that young girl's hair. This why we cannot have a fucking society like this. I'm not listening to no group of white folks about doing our hair. No, that ain't happening. It's gonna be a revolution in that motherfucker.
You're having a baby.
It's crazy.
You don't get to keep it.
No. I just want to tell you that I will always be your mommy.
Mommy.
I know, baby. It's okay.
Oh, that's...
Listen to me, and you do whatever they tell you.
She had to keep it real with her.
Because I need you to be careful. And I need you to keep yourself safe. Protect her. Please. please.
I will.
Just love her for me.
Jim, we gotta go. I gotta get back in the house. Okay, just stay here. Stay here and hide.
No one's supposed to be.
Oh shit. Oh shit. And she's about to give birth soon. Wait a minute, what if they close to the border? Like, who knows where they at? That would be crazy though. If she close to the fucking border. She's like, wait a minute. Just step over. First, let me start by saying don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you are subscribed, make sure to hit the notification bell. Shout out to all the new viewers. Shout out to all the subscribers. And I have a Patreon with full-length early reactions to things like this. If you want to, check it out. Now what? What the fuck is she going to do? Like, there was a point in it where I'm like, this is more of a punishment than any sort of gift. And on this one, I don't think Fred knew exactly how it was going to play out. I don't think he even would have thought that far ahead. But the girl, they gave her a new family, Hannah. And she asked questions like, you know, as any kid would. Did y'all look for me? Why didn't you look harder, right? She understands where she's at, but she doesn't really understand full the gravity of the situation. But, like, she's smart enough to know her mom's a handmaid, right? Because the handmaids wear red. And she's like, you about to have a baby, and they're going to take it from you, right? So that was messed up. When the guy said get back in the house, I knew that was for good reason. And when she came out, I'm like, okay. But I didn't think any more about it. And then you saw them guys, you heard the cars first, and then Nick goes out there to try to talk. They like, you're lying. Now, what the fuck is going to happen to Nick? Is Nick going to get sent to a colony or something? Like, what's going to happen to him? I thought he was about to kill them dudes on some like fancy fly shit, and then they end up both on a run. Nah. Now it's even crazy because what the fuck is she going to do? She's in somebody's house, is getting fucking remodeled. A commander, some big ass commander's house. But I will say, it's mad far away. So I feel like maybe it is near a border. Like, and the reason I'm saying that is I feel like they would only send the most trustworthy person to live up someplace near there. I don't know, man. Maybe I'm thinking too much into this. All right. The young girl, I think her name is Eden. As I said before in previous episodes, it's hard enough just being a teen. It's hard enough just dealing with what we deem as regular life right now within the U.S. But now you add all this on there. The weight of your entire religious system rest on the bond between y'all in marriage. Right? Like, yeah, we say that in vows and all that sort of shit. Or it's sort of said in sermon, but we don't really treat it that way. Now they're like, no. Y'all need to work out. There is no divorce and none of that. Y'all are going to do this. The parents have been raising her that way. The school she's been going to, not school. I'm pretty sure it's not school, but all education has been about this point. She feels like she's a failure. So you have that. Then you have why don't you love me? Right? All right. Because she thought that's the way it was supposed to work. Okay. Then she has she's a teenager. You know, she would like to be touched. Physical way. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, and he's right there. So when she kissed that dude, of course that was coming. Okay. Then we also have just self-esteem. Like she feels like she's not worthy. But then there's also the thing of Nick is not trying to, of course, yeah, he loved June. But there's also this thing of he don't really want to do that with nobody that young, man. Like he's like that. He's not no scumbag like the other ones. Remember, we saw his past. Life had just hit him hard and he just found a way, you know what I mean? And he worked up the ranks. Because in a way, it sort of saved his life. And they gift him her. So imagine how he feels about it. It's like, okay, I'm good on that. And he can't just come out and say, well, I'm in love with the handmaid. And, And then there's also the thing about him. He honorable. Remember, last episode, I'm like, is he going to tell her everything? And he did. Like, he love her, but he know the situation. He's not naive in that way, and he wouldn't try to play it, and like they don't, like, she wouldn't know what was up. Okay. Now let's get to just this show. There's a creep and eeriness to it. Like, people got raped and stuff on Game of Thrones, but because of Game of Thrones and just how it got down, I always sat safe that, like, hey, nah, man, at some point this motherfucker gonna die. Or at some point it's gonna be some horrific shit, dog eat your face. The thing with Game of Thrones, it was Game of Thrones. You literally had a bunch of people in the same class going against each other, and then you had these onesies and twosies that were lesser or lower born, as they would say, and then you'd have that sort of interplay. But here, it's all about the top class and what they're doing to these people who have no say in it. They're not even registered as a class. They're less than human, right? And it gets you really worked up and riled up. So even beforehand, y'all saw my responses to this stuff. And when they're about to do the birthing little ceremonies and all that, I'm sitting here like, yo, do we got to see this again? This is weird and creepy. I'm like, wait, did the baby die, or did what was the other one I said? Did the baby die, or did it was something else? But I don't think I guessed that, oh, she was just having Braxton Hicks. You know what I mean? And it's so weird to me. This is how stupid they are and how unscientific they are. Fucking Serena didn't even know what that was. And she's such a stupid, cowardly whore. Oh, yeah. She's not getting no respect, nothing from me. Neither is Fred. He's a cowardly bitch, too. Trying to clear his conscience by letting her see Hannah because he know he raped her. And he know part of the reason he did had nothing to do with trying to bring the baby along. No. Or trying to induce labor. Okay? When they sat there and talked about it, I'm trying to figure out, what are they talking about? Because she said the natural way. Now I'm like, what? The natural way. And I forgot. Yeah, they do tell y'all that. Like, when you, if any of y'all ain't dealt with that yet, when you start getting later and they're like, hey, they'll tell y'all should try to have sex and stuff. And it's funny because in the third trimester, they be cranky to the motherfucker. They have a human inside of them that is just doesn't give a damn about what they doing at the time. If they trying to sleep or nothing, the motherfucker just be up in it. You know what I mean? Like, it's all of that. But they like, hey, y'all have sex, right? So it's like, okay. I wasn't thinking that, though, because nothing about this situation is scientific or anything like that. So when she grabbed her hand and I realized what's happening, I couldn't look at the screen. Because early on when I'm watching this, her response was to receive what was happening because she had dealt with. It was uneasy for me then, but it was like, but this was just all of it's rape, but this was, brutal, and then to see their looks on their faces, and then Serena, she's sitting there looking like she's traumatized. She got her eyes are glassy. Bitch, if you don't get the fuck out of here, she's a savage, goddamn. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to go too much because if I keep going, it's going to be crazy. But now I'm trying to see what's going on and then you had Emily. She don't give a fuck about them or the other side. She like, hey, that man died. She said, call some help. What are you doing? She's like, hey, in order, it's better if I lay on my back. It'll be more successful if I lay on my back. Hilarious. And then she kicked him. She stomped on his nuts. We already know how she feels. So when I saw June talking about, hey, don't give up or have hope, it's like, no. Who said? She'll be the first one on the front lines when this shit get to popping. Like, don't get it twisted. In fact, for June to sit there and ask her, what's wrong with you? It's like, what's wrong with June. What's wrong with her. Like a week ago, you felt this same fucking way. Fuck are you talking about? So every once in a while, I got to fall back because I understand the situation they in. The thought process be off. But then every once in a while, like, for instance, Man. I don't. June didn't cause this issue that she's in now. I'm not gonna say that, but it's like, damn, I could see that coming, right? Hey, next episode. This was I don't know what's gonna happen now. She out there in all that red, in all that white, crazy.